Hello and welcome back to take 2 of Nerdcouver week.
Here yet?
Good, because this sounds a tag team. Did we say we were doing a tag team?
We've
No.
totally mixed up.
Mixed up?
The order
Aha.
today.
Oh, we did.
Yeah,
Girls on the outside.
Guys are the
It's like a guy
Oreo
sandwich.
I'm okay with this. I'm quite comfortable. Yes.
I'm now very uncomfortable.
Hi, Nathan.
I'm not sure which I'm more disturbed by.
Okay.
I think it was hilarious because we didn't even plan that, and it just sort of happened at the exact same time.
I'm just amused in general.
Okay, so comics. It's Wednesday. That means new things came out.
These boards
Comics.
DCU.
DC.
You.
DC me.
me.
Damn it.
Well, I've actually been really impressed with the DCU so far because I hated the new 52 for thematic reasons.
Yep.
And the DCU has hit everything perfectly, so it's been kind of nice. It's
Like most of the things I've read.
yeah, you know, it's like a sparkly unicorn as opposed to a dead horse. So
More
we did
things
this
stuff.
before.
And the wind was too loud.
And
And we
Reva
had
was stuck in
pigeons.
traffic.
Yeah.
And crazy Chinese men.
And police officers.
And police officers.
and ninjas.
You'll
There
never
was
get
a
to see.
fight sequence.
You'll never get to see any of it.
Yes.
It was amazing.
And thugs.
Yeah.
And thugs.
Yeah.
They need hugs.
And not like, you know, when you think thugs, you guy with a hoodie. No, we had like Kali worshippers, and it was terrifying. But we're here.
I would have
Caught
rather
people.
that than be stuck in traffic for
And
an
we
hour and
caught
45
it
minutes.
You
all
would
on
think.
camera, and you missed it all. But now we're not going to post this. You're never going to see any of it.
Now,
Never.
on the extras, if we ever release a DVD.
Did everyone see Jurassic Park changing subjects?
No,
Yes.
but we did
Yes.
see Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about
We're
it.
not doing this
You
because
mean
it-
something
And The
in
Last
sound.
Guardian.
Is the thing still filming?
Yes.
that was a phone.
Oh,
Was it not?
Yeah.
That
No,
was
that
your
was
phone?
my phone.
Yes. Okay.
Which I'm
For once,
ignoring.
it wasn't my phone.
It's probably the god of comic speed. Yeah, it's the god of comic speed.
Okay, so comics. Let's talk about some things that we picked up.
Minions!
Yeah, the Minions comic came out.
So cute. No
It's
words.
adorable. It's really silly. There's not much that happens except for like little random things. Oh, and there's also a page where you can like, find the bananas. But yeah, it's just random events with the minions and how they react to things, and it's
I was
hilarious.
Totally going to avoid that, and now I can't.
No, it's adorable.
I still can. I don't have money.
Find a banana.
Wonder
Sure.
Woman. It was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't hate it. I was surprised. Story was relatively interesting. One was not so whiny anymore compared to when I flipped through previous issues, because this is the first issue of this run that I've actually decided to read. Figured I'd give it a try. Wasn't too bad. Still really hate David Finch as the main artist on this. Want to see someone else. Maybe Jason Fabok when he's done on Justice League, but I never want him to be done on Justice League. Never, because he's awesome. Or go back to Batman.
Really liked it. Just the idea of the themes of Wonder Woman, and we were talking in the previous one that you will never see about Amazonian philosophy and the idea of helping people through a position of strength find their own power, and that sort of touches on it nicely. I think it's the best written Wonder Woman since Gail Simone, which admittedly is not saying much, but yeah, no, Wonder Woman infuriates me because it's such a cool concept, and
I like the old ones, like the original ones that have like the graphic novels, and they're so awesome.
they're pretty great.
By the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah, we need someone
People,
to bring
like-
back to that.
I like asking people like, do you actually know how Wonder Woman got her bracers?
Yeah.
And no one's actually answered me properly.
Really?
Yeah. Do you know?
Yeah, I do. So, fake geek guys, do you
Listen
know?
to this.
Post it in the comments.
Yeah.
Link, comment, and subscribe. If you guess right, we'll send you a no prize.
No. Wait. What?
No prize.
A no prize.
Well, prize.
It's a Marvel thing.
Air.
Yep, I know.
That's exactly what
I
it
know what
is.
the no
Yeah.
prize is. It's just nothing.
But we will acknowledge you in our video somehow, and that will make your life better.
Maybe we'll make a stand up right here.
Of your comment.
Of them.
Of them.
In the face.
And there's also
Time
This-
for the fight.
Oh,
this-
she got her boob hole back.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
This
lasted, like, a
glue
month.
factory.
Whoa.
No, it's a dead horse. The artwork was pretty, and it had a couple funny moments.
See, I really liked it. We were arguing about it again in the previous video when we were fighting the Thuggy.
Yep.
Yeah. We managed to keep our hearts and
Yeah.
grab
I
the silk
just-
sashes, but
the cheesecake moment.
Wow.
Oh, the
I get a
cheesecake
good
is
I get a
fantastic.
good laugh out of the cheesecake. That's about it.
We get Yoda Smeagol.
Yoda Smeagol,
Like, there's
that's
a-
kind of funny.
Yeah.
What?
We get
Yeah,
no,
Yoda
there's some
Smeagol.
awesome stuff.
Pretty
It's
good.
a tie-in to there was a thing where Power Girl was amnesic
Yoda
and
Smeagol.
Harley Quinn just finds her unconscious and is like, "We're gonna do a team up," and takes her home.
Does she have the boob hole too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she has a boob hole too.
And so Harley basically goes, "Yeah, we're a superhero duo." And Power Girl is like, "How are you my sidekick?" And so they ran around and like defeated Manos and his Infinity Toe Ring, and now they're dealing with stuff that came out of the '70s when comics were really weird.
Oh, and then this is also has a lot of harkens back to their Power Girl run. Like whatever the hell his name is, the dude who was trying to bang Power Girl the whole series.
Yep.
He's in this.
The '70s
Okay.
Lord.
Yep.
Alrighty then.
Some kind of I don't know. It
It's fantastic.
didn't do it for me. I really like Steph Peru's artwork though, and I would love to see him on something I actually want to read.
See, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
not
on-
like world changing or anything,
I'm
but
on
it's fun.
I am currently like of everybody on the internet on like the only person apparently on the outs for Harley Quinn. Although I did really like it at first. I just got really sick of it really
I
fast.
feel the same way about Deadpool most of the time. I feel like that
Yeah.
shark has been thoroughly jumped.
Well, I'd still rather read Deadpool than Harley Quinn.
Secret.
That's the only thing that wins for Marvel over DC for me ever is Deadpool over Harley Quinn. And then there's Robin, the son of Batman.
I want to get that actually.
Pretty good. It's alright. The overall, it was like the artwork was amazing. Patrick Gleason did the artwork on Batman and Robin, which was a nice visual
nice
continuity
time, yeah.
to go on for Damian. But this time he writes it and he does a pretty good job. The plot wasn't the most exciting. There's a couple cool moments.
Got a cool red Batman thing.
Yeah,
The
his
Goliath.
Goliath, the giant red fluffy man bat, which is pretty
I think
cool.
I like him because he makes me think of Chewbacca.
Yeah, look, almost like his.
It looks like a cross between Hellboy and a gargoyle.
Yes.
But fluffy.
Yeah, it's just a lot of this also plays off of what Tomasi was trying to explore with Damien's background and the first arc. Very heavy implications of the first storyline of Batman and Robin.
Yes.
Not gonna
a
character connected to nobody.
Yeah, which will be really interesting. But yeah, basically this comic builds up to what I'm assuming is going to be either the first arc or like the overall arc
Series, yeah.
of the series, where it's Damien essentially trying to atone for all of the people he's killed. Because
In the year of blood, so
Yeah.
now instead of, I guess in the new continuity, that now that Damien's accelerated growth, it's rather than back in the Zero issue, they're like every year Damien had to kill people on his birthday.
Yeah.
Now it's every day for a year of his life, Raish and Talia made him
Murder people.
Yeah, murder
Yeah.
people and tests, and he's got a big room in a ship. He has a room. He has a
room
vault of it.
of just like dead
Of
people
dead things.
and artifacts from people that he's killed.
Well,
Yeah.
that's grim.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. See, he's got a big banner with his Damien Al Ghul. And so yeah, basically it all sets up where it's gonna go. Yeah, so basically Damien atoning for all the things he's done in the past, which
Yeah.
again is a good. I'm glad, and they did a lot of flashback too, which I was glad because now we have the very easy loophole of why wasn't Damien in Endgame other than the fact that Scott Snyder just doesn't like writing Damien. So yeah, I'm very interested to see where this goes in the end. I'll probably continue to pick this up. Black Canary didn't really do it for me. I was pretty looking forward to this. Anywho's artwork's pretty good overall. Again, I still have some problems with how she draws Black Canary's face. She looks weird to me. Not how I normally would picture Black Canary looking. Although it is a lot better in this than it was in the free preview they did,
Yeah.
where she looked like drugged out and stuff. Now
Somebody
she
in a
actually looks like more like.
I
Oh,
don't
yes.
think it's. Oh yeah, it was.
It's their guitar player for the band. So she's
Yes.
a punk rock band traveling around. Basically, whatever they talked about at the end of Batgirl is just a continuation of this, which is,
I'm really looking forward to. Again, I haven't read it yet, but
it was okay.
It was alright. Yeah.
And this was like the big book DC's trying to shove on everybody.
look at the
It's
quality of the
JLA.
paper as opposed to everything else that they put out.
Yeah,
Wow.
this was also it was okay. Brian Hitch is not my favorite artist. He had a really good handle. Damn it, Aaron! He had a really good handle on all the voices of the characters. I don't really have much else to say. It was just like a lot of talking, the characters, and some fighting. The JLA, or the JL, fight, they fight the Parasite, and Parasite just wrecks everybody. It was pretty funny.
That's what Parasite does.
Yep. And just everybody having some decent interactions and some setup of some stuff coming to Earth. And this is definitely something I'm going to probably read once the whole story's done. Because it just feels like this is definitely a series that is probably going to be one of those Superman Unchained where it lasts for the one storyline and then ends, despite it not being despite it being an ongoing. It's probably just going to be done after this. And that was really all I picked up for DC this week. There were some other things, but this is DCU month, so only DC for me, and I'll come back and talk about some other stuff next month.
Sounds good.
Probably.
Maybe.
I might have to stop buying comics after this.
Oh god, the horror. It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
It's an addiction.
It's gonna be a lot less.
All
You
right.
can stop anytime you want to. You're totally in control.
Yep, completely.
Fathom.
So you're starting with Aspen?
Of course I am.
Gonna turn off my phone.
I feel
So this week Fathom Blue came out.
Just for
Michael Turner's Fathom. Vince Hernandez started writing this.
That cover art is really nice.
This one or this one?
Either or, really.
Yeah.
Should've
This
moved
is
my
the
car
interior
before we
artist, and
started
this is
filming.
Paulo. I can't ever say his last name, but his name's Paulo. And he's doing a really, really awesome art. What are you doing?
Because I only have an hour parking, and it's been more than an hour.
Oh. Yeah, I have to leave soon for this one. I forget.
Running off. I'll be back.
We love you, Nathan!
Anyways, so Fathom Blue by Vince Hernandez. I read it last night. I read this.
I read this.
It's interesting. I love Fathom, so it's nice to have another Fathom title.
What actually happens in it? Who is Fathom?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Fathom isn't a person, it's the name.
Alright.
Aspen is the main character in Fathom, but this is Fathom Blue. It's a setup, basically. There's the Blue, which are the characters that live under the water. That's their race. They're dispersed throughout the world, like integrated into the society and stuff. And this guy comes and he kidnaps all of them and makes a team out of them. But he's has this in Fathom Volume 1. There's this ultimate end scene where Fathom saves everybody in the world, and there's some kind of matter that they've discovered through that's could kill the blue and the black and humans and whoever else is out there. So they're using this against them so that they can get they collected all these people because they want to get another person, which is there's some of the blue that are considered elite blue, which are blue/black breeds of underwater race, and they are more powerful than anyone. So he basically wants to use them. There is a free comic book day one that leads up to this, and it's obviously the team's already set up and stuff. So I was really confused by it, but I was also excited by it because I was oh, it's a team of blue. It's gonna happen. I really enjoyed it from start to finish, and I love the artwork. It's really amazing. And really cool in the back, they give you a little tidbit of Journey, Volume 2, which is now illustrated by Quinn.
Cool.
It's not my favorite Aspen artist. Sorry, Quinn. But he does put more clothes on her, which makes me excited to actually finally be able to cosplay her. So I'm going to give him that much. The colorist is really good. I think that sometimes that Ken has a colorist that doesn't work well with his lines, and I find that happens a lot. So you'll see someone's pencils and you'll be like, those are really awesome, and goes to color and you're like,
Kind of like the opposite of Jim Lee. You see his pencils and you're like, then the colors.
a lot of people and I love Michael Turner's artwork, but a lot of people don't ever give Peter Steigerwald enough homage because half the time he would give him 5 lines on a paper kind of deal, and then Peter would go in and give a whole background and all this other stuff, and people are like, oh, Michael Turner. I'm like, yeah, Michael Turner's awesome,
But what about Peter?
Yeah, FCO does that for Greg Capullo on Batman a lot, but
Yeah.
Greg Capullo is very open about giving his colorist the credit where he's due all the time.
Which is important.
Greg Capullo, you're great. FCO, you're great. Batman's just great.
It's like Neo giving, or
It's
Neo.
it's
Keanu
not
Reeves giving most
necessarily
of
the
his money
other
for the
person
Matrix
giving
movies
them
to the special
credit
effects
though.
guys.
It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's like the people just not recognizing that there's other people on the team.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like just knowing that like behind a comic book it's not just the writer, the illustrator, the artist, like the colorist. It's also like the letterer, the back team, like everyone to make sure it gets to the printers on time, the printer for putting it out, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes.
And they're the unsung heroes.
The people that lead the blood rituals.
What? I got Giant Days number 4.
Surprised how good
I
he is at
only
it.
read a little bit last night because I was. Oh, damn, I keep saying that. I've only read a little bit. It's really good so far.
I read
And
everything,
I,
and it was painful.
I was rhinestoning,
Some of
okay?
She's going to a con this weekend.
Yeah.
Vegas.
It's gonna be good.
Anyway.
Yeah, I love this comic so much. It's about 3 girls that are in college, and one of them's like a medical major. That's probably not the appropriate term, but one of them's this gothic, the hot chick in the group, and there's like the really flighty, silly. Well, I would describe her as the virgin type because she's like, you know, innocent. And like at one point, one of the previous comics, they like walk in on her looking at something, and they think that she's watching porn, but it just turns out she was like watching origami folding or something like that. Yeah, because she actually don't look at me. Ah!
See, this
Like,
is another
it's-
comic that I never would have picked up, and now I'm going to have to. So,
I know. I
thank you.
basically upped the sales because it was sat on our shelves for a long time. I read it, and then everyone wants it, and the customer actually has to get my copy.
Let's make Giant Days like a big thing.
A giant thing?
Yes.
Okay, something I did get to
Tell I need
read.
more coffee today.
Prez, which everyone's gonna fight me for. Oh my god. They're never allowed to sit together again.
No. Separate you.
So I was really looking forward.
Never separate us.
Our love is eternal.
I was really looking forward to this since I saw
Wow.
it in the previews. Shut up, Nathan. It's my turn. You cut me off last time. You didn't even let me talk about Convergence and the really cool Batman thing that happened. So.
Drama in Nerdcouver today.
What an hour and a half in traffic will do for you.
Yeah.
45 minutes. An hour and 45 minutes. Okay, so Prez, it's really interesting. It does jump around a lot, but it's like set in the futuristic style, and it's like they're basically something else that like that snail movie that came out a little while ago, but how they focus on like, you know, the Speedy Snail thing.
Oh,
Turbo.
Turbo. You know how they focused on like publicity and online things and stuff like that. I thought it was a really interesting movie because of that, and like they kind of focus on that aspect too. I know no one else liked it. I love Turbo.
I didn't see
I
it.
didn't see it.
Oh,
It
okay.
looked
Well,
awful.
it's actually really adorable. I love snails and I actually raised them for a while.
Okay.
They breed like crazy though, so.
Do you read Snail Lord?
No.
You should read Snail Lord.
Okay.
Couldn't should have snailed that much.
So this girl gets
It's a new webcomic.
she works in a fast food restaurant, and they get a silly video of her and they post it on the internet, and all of a sudden she's getting votes to be president, and her father's in the hospital with like some disease that she can't, that unless she has a lot of money she can't save him and stuff like that. There's this game show that who wants to be a billionaire, no longer a millionaire because it's the future and money's not worth that much. So like people like this kid want to bring their family across the border, do this ridiculous, scary stunts and stuff, like almost dying, and she's trying to
Doesn't he have to like shoot himself in the knee?
shoot herself in the knee
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
to bring her
For
family
$1 billion.
over. $1 billion and to save your family.
Okay, no, that's horrible.
But your knee,
Welcome
like if
to
you
the
shoot yourself
future.
to the knee,
Future.
yeah, it's actually kind of like Slumdog Millionaire in a sense, like not like really, but similar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, that's right down there with Porism, which is an actual thing.
I need to want to read this.
Yeah. So it was really good, and I really like the artwork. It's very different. I I'm definitely going to continue reading it, and I'm going to let Nathan get this copy because he wants to read it so bad.
I
No.
also
keep it.
really, really looking forward to this book, but I thought it was going to be a takeoff of like Sandman way back
Yeah.
in the day.
I didn't know what to expect from it, but I was like, ooh, a girl president, like girl teenage president. What's going on? We obviously know she becomes. Well, I guess maybe not.
She's 19. Alright. I guess technically that's still teen.
Second hand
She's
award.
still be the youngest person to be president ever.
Well,
First teen president.
But it's
right on the
but
cover.
she's technically over. I guess also in the States, so she's under the legal drinking age
Mhm.
there.
Thor's, I started reading and didn't continue reading.
Yeah, I read it too. It's getting great like early reviews. Didn't really do it for me, mostly because it's all. I guess kind of funny because they're all talking about like normally, but
Yep.
everybody's Thor.
Yep.
So it's just like doesn't.
Yeah.
The joke
And honestly,
click-
the female Thor's not in it, so
yeah,
I'm like,
the
meh.
joke plays out really quickly. It's all of the Thors from everything ever, and everybody's a Thor, and they're basically cops.
Except the 6 months.
Yeah, and then one of them gets murdered, and they're
Well, it's not
investigating.
one of them gets murdered. It's so what they've done with
Someone
Battle World is
gets
everybody
murdered.
every existence exists because Doom, and there's
Not
different
safe for
boroughs
recovery.
and there are different realities, like different provinces of whatever, and the same person is getting murdered from one area to the next, and so the Thors have to investigate it. And if these two Thors can't figure it out, their Thorhood will be taken away. Which, hello, Jason.
We were an observer.
Better than
Anyways,
the pigeons.
yeah. So you finished. Yeah, Thor's meh. Infinity Loop.
So-
I'm really excited to read. I love the artwork, and I read the first 1.5, and then I lent them to Jenna. But I also made sure to tweet and Instagram the artists and the writer because they're awesome. Like the idea and the premise behind it is really cool, and like, but they also have this in the back where someone of that prefers the same sex can write their story about how they fell in love with love for the first time, and like it's just really cool. So like the first one I read was a girl. She, by playing Mass Effect so much, she discovered that she was a lesbian, and then she found her first love, but not her true love through it, and then her first love destroyed her, and then her true love healed her. It was just like, it was a really good story, and it was just like, it's a cool world we live in where, like, because they just like talk about how like going back in time all the time in the Infinity Loop, where it's like different time periods where people got murdered and beheaded, and like you couldn't live the same sex marriage. Like women used to be roommates back in like the 70s.
Well, they used to be roommates back in the Victorian era, and even
Yeah.
going back into medieval stuff.
Yeah. So it's like now you can actually like, it's not the best. It's not what the best it could be, but it's definitely a lot easier.
I miss the days of Inanna. Like when people were just properly worshipping Inanna because you had like warrior priestesses running around and they were free to do whatever the heck they wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, yeah, why is this unrealistic? Ah, we can divine.
Okay, what else did I get? Oh, I
Actual
got
gods
Gotham
in there.
Academy.
Yes.
I'm so excited to read.
Pretty good.
It's the first graphic novel, and the artwork is
Yeah. Carl Kerschel. Great stuff.
so good. The
It's
colors.
Gotham Academy.
and-
We've been ranting about it like weekly,
pretty good.
monthly, because it's
It's
awesome.
not my.
Yeah.
It's not my. Again, it's not my favorite book, but it's so new and different, so it's always worth picking up.